Ever thought about becoming a social media manager but had no idea where to start? I got you. Today, I'm super excited to share something that I wish I had known when I was just starting out. 30 tips to become a social media manager in just 30 days. Yes, you heard that right. 30 tips to help you hit the ground running and make your dream career a reality. If you're ready to dive in and start making moves and labas na kayo ng comfort zone nyo, grab your notebook, your pens, and if you're like me na addict sa kape, let's go. But before we jump into those tips, let me introduce myself a little. I'm Noemi and Festa, a full-time social media manager and strategist and the founder behind Blooming Socials. So I've been in the game for almost 4 years na, helping creative business owners grow their online presence and connect with their ideal audience. Before I got into social media, I was juggling different roles from freelancing to running my own business, yun nga, yung mga coffee business ko. But one thing was always clear, that is, I love helping brands tell their story online. Now, I'm here to share my experience and teach you how you can build your own career as a social media manager, just like I did. If you're starting or thinking of shifting into social media work, welcome, this is for you. Now, to make this tips more digestible and practical, I've grouped them into 3 core pillars that help me build a strong foundation. So, tatlong pillars muna siya para madali niyong maintindihan. The first one is mindset, second is skills, and systems. So, bakit yung tatlong pillars na yon? Because first is mindset, because this is the foundation of your confidence and your motivation. Second is skills, since these are the actual tasks and tools you need to deliver value. Third is systems, the habits and structures that help you stay consistent and grow long term. Let's get started with the first and most important, mindset. Number 1, my first tip for you is know your why. Bago ka magsimula, you need to be clear on your why. Bakit gusto mong maging social media manager? Is it for financial freedom, flexibility, because you love creating content, to support your family, to leave your 9 to 5? Mine was being able to work from home while being a full-time mom pa rin. So, present pa rin ako sa mga important happenings or school activities ni Noah, and like every day, magkasama kami and I get to see his growth and everything kasi lagi kami magkasama. Your why will keep you motivated, especially on tough days. My next tip is embrace the learning curve. Expect mo na yung challenges and be ready to learn. Lahat naman tayo nahihirapan sa simula, kahit anong field of work pa yan, kahit anong trabaho pa yan, hindi yan madali, lalo na kapag nagsisimula ka pa and zero idea ka about that specific niche or work. And that's completely normal naman. Kaya my advice is to embrace the learning curve, especially on social media. Social media is constantly changing, kaya yung learning dito is never ending. So, don't be afraid to make mistakes kasi part talaga siya ng growth. Actually, hindi ko siya tinitignan as mistakes, kundi learning pa rin, di ba? Kahit may mga mali tayong gawin, kahit hindi related sa social media, kahit personal life natin, at least, di ba, alam na natin yung sunod natin gagawin. So, that's part of the learning. You have to look at the bright side always. And of course, meron kang plan kung ano yung gagawin mo after. Kasi kung hindi ka magta-try, hindi mo naman malalaman kung ano yung mag-work at hindi. Parang sa science lang din siya, di ba? You really have to try and test out para makuha mo yung data. So, yung data na yon ang gagamitin mo to move forward, diba? Mas mag-excel or mas maging maganda yung kakalabasan. My next tip is believe in your worth. And I want you to remember this. You are worthy of success. Believe in the skills you're building and your potential. And never ever doubt your abilities. You have to believe in yourself, lalo na pag nagsisimula ka pa lang, lalo sa freelancing world, nasa bahay ka na lang and wala nang ibang taong nakakakita kung ano yung ginagawa mo. Like, you have to be your own cheerleader. So, ganun din ako. But I'm so blessed kasi may asawa ako na nakikinig at nagtitiwala sa lahat ng mga crazy ideas na gusto kong gawin. If you're still single naman and still waiting for the one, believe in yourself. Kahit ano pang status mo sa buhay. Kasi, 'di ba, if you can dream it, you can do it. And my next step, stay organized. Ito yung number one na pinagsisisihan ko na hindi ko nagawa nung nag-start pa lang ako, yung pagiging organized. Kasi if you are a freelancer, sagot mo lahat ng tools mo, yung pag-upskill mo, sagot mo lahat yan. And sabi ko nga from my previous videos, you are your own boss. Kaya you need to rely on tools, applications, project management tools para maging effective and efficient ka sa work mo. Especially if sobrang dami mo ng clients na hinahandle, di ba? You really have to stay organized para at the back end of your business, smooth lang lahat. And if ever na mag-decide ka na to grow your own team, i-outsource mo na yung mga tasks na feeling mo gusto mong i-outsource para mag-upskill ka, mas magiging madali on your end kasi organized na yung files mo, yung systems mo, and everything. And my last mindset tip is focus on your goal. This is going to be a new journey for you, and congratulations pala on stepping outside your comfort zone. Honestly, madami kang challenges na haharapin, but again, my tip is to focus on your goal. So, focus ka lang sa goal mo kahit ano pang mangyari dyan sa paligid, diba? Babalik ka dun sa number one tip ko, know your why, kung bakit mo siya ginagawa. You need to focus on your goal kasi you don't always need a motivation. Kasi yung motivation na yan, feeling ko, mabilis siyang mawala. And if hindi matibay yung pinaka-foundation mo, which is your goals, your why, hindi rin magiging madali yung process. So, if yung roots mo or yung foundation mo is matibay na agad, mas magiging smooth yung mga process na pagdadaanan mo or yung journey na gagawin mo. Kaya, keep going, you've got this. Now, let's move on sa mga skill tips. Understand the platforms. Learn the ins and outs of the major social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, LinkedIn, Pinterest, and so on. Each has its own audience and content strategy. So, you need to know how they work. For example, Facebook is big for local businesses in the Philippines, diba? While TikTok is for trends and quick content. For LinkedIn naman, more on business-to-business clients. Learn what works where. Next step is content creation is key. I think na-mention ko na to multiple times from my previous videos. But again, you have to create content. Kahit sa personal page mo pa lang, personal branding, or kung gusto mong mag-practice, gawan mo din ng page, yung aso mo, pusa mo, and kahit anong content, basta nagpa-practice ka. Natututo ka kasi through experience. The more you post, the more you'll get to know what works and what doesn't. Nung nag-start pa lang ako, I created my own account. Nag-manage ako ng own Instagram account ko for my coffee business. I even created an account for my passion or for my love for coffee. Ayun nga yung kinreate ko sa TikTok. I was able to grow that TikTok account from 0 to 100K in less than a year. The point is, you just have to create para makapag-practice ka and malaman mo kung ano yung nag-work and hindi. Next tip, use social media tools. Learn the basics of social media tools like Canva for graphics and designing. And for video editing naman, InShot, CapCut, and so on. Learn everything that you can kasi these tools can save you so much time, and of course, it can help you stay consistent. You really have to know these tools kasi kailangan natin magpa-impress or magpasikat sa mga future clients natin. And during the call, possible na itanong nila sa inyo kung ano yung tools na currently na ginagamit nyo. Yung moment na yun pa lang, kailangan mo nang i-flex yung mga applications, tools na kaya mong gamitin para mas madagdagan yung credibility mo and para rin magkaroon ng confidence yung client sa inyo na you can deliver, na kaya nyong i-handle yung accounts nila because you know yung mga tools and platforms already. My next tip is understand social media analytics. This is really important because you have to know how your content is performing. Alamin mo na yung mga basic metrics like engagement rates, impressions, conversions, and so on, because this will give you strategies moving forward. Next tip, get comfortable with copywriting. So copywriting in very basic explanation is writing captions. If you're a social media manager na marami kang isusulat na captions. So practice writing copies, engaging copies, clear copies, know how you can capture your audience attention, the correct formats, and so on. And good thing na rin ngayon, 'di ba? Sobrang dami ng AI na pwedeng ma-leverage. Unlike before, nag-start pa lang ako, talagang mano-mano ako nagre-research dun sa mga websites na yan just to get insights and para makapag-formulate ako ng tamang caption. But ngayon, may mga AIs na kapag tama lang yung prompt mo, bibigyan ka na nila ng sobrang daming ideas. Maximize mo yon, and yung remaining na gagawin mo na lang is of course, i-align mo sa branding ng client mo, i-align mo sa tone of voice, sa audience nila, and of course, doon sa current marketing campaign. Turo ko sa inyo yon sa mga future videos. My next tip is cold pitching. One of the most effective ways to land clients is through cold pitching. This means reaching out to potential clients directly, either through email or DMs. Mag-offer ka ng free consultations or services. Huwag kang matakot mag-reach out kasi every no is one step closer to a yes. Before na nag-start ako, nakikringehan ako or kinakabahan ako kapag nagme-message ako. But again, that's part of the process. You have to really reach out. Diba? Sa mga business owners, kailangan may PR ka or dapat talagang nagmamarket ka. So sa online world, ayun yung way natin to market. Kung lalo na kung wala tayong mga malalaking accounts to promote ourselves. So tayo mismo yung lalapit sa mga potential clients natin. And of course, para hindi kayo ma-shock, hindi lahat yan magre-reply. Sobrang daming magsisin sa inyo, may mga magno-no, but again, part yan ng process and ng journey nyo. And kapag nasa freelancing industry ka, you have to learn about rejections. You have to learn that rejections are part of our business. And siguro ito yung reality na hindi nakikita online. Kasi 'di ba, yung mga na-hype masyado is yung earn 6 digits while working from home with cellphone lang ang gamit, etc. Yung puro quick rich scheme, pero hindi natin nakikita yung whole story. Highlighted reel lang yung nakikita natin. So, ngayon pa lang, ina-advise ko sa inyo na mag-cold pitch kayo, especially if nag-start pa lang kayo, because that's the safest and fastest way to get a client. Ngayon, hindi ko na to ginagawa kasi I have built my social media presence na, I have worked with clients na, and most of the time nire-refer nila ako sa mga business friends nila, and of course, through my content, madami nang nag-i-inquire to work with me. So, kaya ina-advise ko sa inyo na simula pa lang mag-content na kayo para in the long run, maging sustainable yung business nyo. But kung nag-start pa lang kayo, do cold pitching since ginawa ko rin siya. And effective siya. My next tip is leverage social media. Use your social media to showcase your skills. Post about your work, yung services mo, or even your social media journey. And let your audience know what you can actually do. 'Di ba? Sabi ko nga, paano malalaman ng mga future clients mo na nag-exist ka if hindi ka nila kilala or hindi ka nila nakikita through online. Kaya make sure you're showing up consistently and share valuable content. Kasi as a social media manager, your platforms will be your online resume or portfolio. Hindi mo na kailangan ng mga diploma or mga certification mo. You have to show what you can do. And mapapakita mo yon through your work, your accounts na minamanage mo. Even wala kang client before, diba? Since start ka pa lang, gagamitin mo talaga yung mga actual accounts na ginagamit mo ngayon. For example nga, yung personal page mo or yung mga passion projects mo. And my next tip is network. Network. Mag-join ka ng mga freelancing group, mga LinkedIn groups. Much better if mag-a-attend ka ng mga free webinars. Build relationships with fellow business owners or fellow freelancers. And based on my experience, referrals is the best way to get clients. So, expand your networks. Since freelancer ka na and most of the time, you're working from home, so palawakin mo na yung network mo online. Yan. So, nung nag-start pa lang ako, sobrang sipag kong umattend ng mga webinars, mag-join ng mga free communities since I'm still building from scratch. Yung mga naging classmates ko sa mga webinars, workshops, yung iba sa kanila, mga naging kaibigan ko, and surprisingly, yung iba na mga naging part ng network ko, nag-a-avail ng services ko ngayon. So, diba, that's the power of connection. And my next step is create a portfolio. Parang ito na yung resume mo. Hindi na masyadong hinihingi ang resume. It depends na lang kung under agency yung client mo. But most of the time, portfolio talaga yung kailangan. And you have to create kahit wala kang experience based on the things na mga nagawa mo na. Or yung balik ka dun sa previous video ko kung paano ka gagawa ng portfolio without experience. Sabi ko nga, hindi ka nahihinga ng certifications or diploma in the freelancing world. Ang hihingi na sa'yo is yung portfolio mo. And I have a template pala. Comment down below if you need my template. And I'm going to share it for free. My next tip is offer a free or discounted services. This helps you build trust with potential clients. Once you've proven your value, you can start charging full price na. As you can notice naman sa kahit sa mga well-known brands, diba? They offer discounts, especially kung bagong product yung nilalaunch nila. So, merong mga freebie or discounts para makita mo muna yung value ng product before you actually buy yung product nila. So, ganun din when it comes to services, pakita mo muna kung ano yung magagawa mo for client. This works kapag newbie ka pa, diba? Kasi wala ka pa namang past experience na mapapakita or portfolio. So, this really works with newbies or if may bago kang offer or services na ilo-launch. Next tip, develop a strong client communication skills. Ito yung pinaka-importante. Be clear, respectful, and responsive. Kahit online lang kayo, dapat feel ng client na they are in good hands. Kasi imagine, di ba, nag-invest sila sa inyo tapos ganun lang yung services na ibibigay nyo or communications na makukuha nila. Ako, kapag may mga clients ako, lagi kong tinitignan yung perspective nila. Usually kasi kapag mga direct clients, out of pocket talaga yung i-invest nila sa inyo. So ako, I always make sure na sulit or sobrang sulit yung investment nila sa akin. Ayun din yung nagiging way kaya mas nagiging long-term yung clients ko and kaya nire-refer nila ako sa iba. It's way better to over-communicate than under-communicate. Next tip, understand the role of a social media manager. Clarify expectations. Minsan kasi clients expect you to be a graphic designer, content creator, copywriter, ads, and so on. All depends naman on your client. But ngayon pa lang, isa-isip at isa-puso mo na kung anong role ba tong pinapasok mo. Para hindi sayang, 'di ba? Sayang yung effort, yung time, and if baka nag-invest ka pa ng laptop or tools, 'di ba? You have to understand your role as a social media manager. And if you have questions, just comment down below. Aside from understanding your role as a social media manager, know what you offer and communicate that clearly to your potential clients. Isa-isahin mo na kung ano ba yung mga gagawin mo on a specific day or on a specific month, ano yung mga deliverables mo, and ito yung rate mo on that specific scope of work. Communicate everything. Sabi ko nga, it's better to over-communicate than to under-communicate. Next tip is learn basic graphic design skills. Parang yung binanggit ko kanina about copywriting, dapat marunong ka magsulat kanina, marunong kang gumawa ng captions, and this time, dapat marunong ka rin gumawa ng mga graphics. Kasi part of our role as a social media manager is designing or creating graphics. Unless ma-hire ka under agency na may dedicated graphic designers on your team. But in most cases, ikaw yung magiging graphic designer. But again, if you're just starting out, hindi naman kailangan na expert level ka agad. You just have to understand yung mga basics like yung mga alignment, spacing, yung mga hierarchy, contrast. Yung ginagamit ko dito is Canva lang. So, super user-friendly, beginner-friendly. Ngayon pa lang, pag-aralan nyo. And free version. May free version naman to unless you wanna go deep, diba? May pro version. Pro nga ba yung tawag doon? Yung paid version na niya. So, ito yung in-avail ko na ngayon since I'm handling multiple clients and I'm also using it for my own business account or content creation account. My next tip is have professional photos of yourself. First impressions matter. Kapag maayos yung profile photos mo, if meron kang professional photos talaga, diba? Mas nakaka-elevate siya and parang kagalang-galang kang tignan or trustworthy on your clients, potential clients' eyes. Hindi mo naman kailangan ng bonggang photoshoot. Kung meron kang phone, diskartehan nyo na lang kung saan yung malinis na background, malinaw, may lighting, or if you have a budget, pwede kang mag-invest dun sa mga self-photoshoot studio. I think mas affordable siya compared dun talaga sa mga studio shoot. So, yung mga self-studio na ikaw yung magpipicture sa sarili mo. Ang maganda kasi doon, HD yung camera professional photos. Yun din yung mga ginagawa ko before. Pwede mo na rin siyang ilagay dun sa portfolio mo para mas ma-present mo ng maayos yung sarili mo aside from your skills. Again, first impression matter. And my next tip, practice editing short form videos. Actually ngayon, 'di ba, basic editing skills is actually a skill na you can leverage na pwede mong mabenta online. So ngayon, mag-practice ka na using mga softwares like CapCut, DaVinci, or whatever. So kami ang ginagamit namin is CapCut lang. Especially ngayon na yung mga reels, short form videos, 'di ba? In demand siya. Kahit sa YouTube, 'di ba, may mga shorts. Clients are always looking for someone who can turn raw clips into engaging content. Kahit simple cuts, transition, text, overlays, or yung pag-sync ng music sa mga videos, sobrang valuable na yon. And again, the more you practice, mas magiging maganda yung editing style mo. Practice lang ng practice para mas ma-refine mo yung skills mo. Okay, so there you have it. 20 tips to get you started on the right foot as a social media manager. I hope you're feeling empowered and ready to take on your new career. But wait, in the next video, doon ko share yung 10 more tips that will level up your journey as a social media manager. So doon natin pag-uusapan yung refining your systems, handling client, and more. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications so you won't miss part 2. And of course, before I go, I'd love to hear your thoughts. What tip did you find most helpful so far? Drop your thoughts or any questions below and let's chat. I'll see you on the next one.